Another day, another dollar. Thank the Lord for another 24. God, I knew that was you. I'm finna head into work in a second. I'm getting my food ready and stuff, man. Quick video, though, before I go in. I'm going to give some more tips for success on the job. New correctional officers, anybody going through the hiring process, you know, correctional officers to be. I'm going to give y'all some tips for success, man. I'm going to just run off it real quick, man. I got to get ready for work. The first one I put down, always pack enough food for 2 shifts. Repeat that again. Always pack enough food, whether you got your book bag, your lunch bag. Always have enough food for 2 shifts, man. You don't know, you never know what's going to happen the day you go on your shift, man. Everything may be all roses. Everything is sweet when you get there. You know, you report for duty, you go to your post or you go to roll call. Halfway through the shift, man, anything can happen. Goddamn riot, lockdown. You know, the big thing these days, man, we short on staff, so a lot of mandates. You know, you have to be prepared. Always be prepared. Me, I take enough food in there. I'm a big dude. I work out anyways. So I take enough food in there for damn near 3 days, man. My bag be brimmed up to the top, man. And people be like, damn, man, did you go grocery shopping? You just never know. I always got snacks, food. When I meal prep, I may take 2 trays in there, two of my meal prep containers, just in case. Plenty water. Leave some water in your car. Shit like that, man. You have to be prepared, man, because you just never know. You know, I try to, I work a lot of overtime, so I try to manage and see where I'm at on the mandate list. When I say mandate list, that's when you get forced to work the overtime. So for us, where I'm at, it goes from an 8-hour shift to the lieutenant call you, you mandated, now you got to work a whole other 8-hour shift. So you have to be prepared, like I said. But the prison I'm at, it's kind of in a better area than my last prison. So the lieutenants are cool. They know if you get mandated, they know we short. Sometimes a lot of times they'll let you run out, you know, somewhere that's like 5-10 minutes away. You know, you got the gas stations. There's a Subway around me, different little restaurants like McDonald's, stuff like that, if you need to get some food. My last prison, I wasn't as fortunate. That prison I was at in West Virginia, in the middle of nowhere. The nearest gas station was probably like 35 minutes away. So there wasn't no, you get mandated going out to get some food, stuff like that. So that's why I say you have to be prepared. Always take enough food, plenty food. I'd rather have too much food than not enough food, you know. I don't want to have to be raiding, going in the kitchen, getting the keys to the kitchen, raiding the kitchen, you know, looking for food and stuff. I take a plenty food with me, man. If you share an office or you on the same post, you've been there for a while, maybe you can leave some snacks in the drawer in the office, stuff like that. We try to look out for each other too. You know, my co-workers, you know, people, we work in the same unit. Somebody may leave some pop in the refrigerator or some snacks in the drawer just in case, man, because we work a lot of hours and the mandates are going around like hotcakes, man. It's like you get mandated, you get dropped to the bottom of the list. When I first transferred to the prison I'm at now back in 2015, it was like you get mandated and it's like it would be like 6 months before you get mandated again, literally. These days, man, you get mandated like 2-3 times a week, man. That's how short we are nationwide on officers. My last prison I was at, I was only there 2 years before I transferred. I only got mandated 1 time in that whole two-year period. You know, the lieutenant was calling, he was apologizing and everything. It was like, goddamn, somebody died or something. It was a tragedy because it doesn't happen that often. But this is the new era. This is where we are. We're short-staffed. It just is what it is, man. You got to be prepared. Let's see. Next, always carry latex gloves on you. I keep a pouch on my duty belt. I don't have my duty belt. It's in where my book bag is. But always keep some latex gloves on you, whether you want to keep them in your pants pockets on your BDUs or you get you a pouch and put it on your duty belt. The reason I say that, man, you dealing with the inmates, you know, you get exposed to blood. There's a lot of different inmates that have a lot of different diseases, TB, AIDS, HIV. When you get in the thick of things, man, shit happens like that. You may have to put hands on the inmate. An inmate may fall out, blood coming from the mouth. You may have to do CPR. You don't have time to check and see, that this inmate got AIDS or HIV. Just always keep that on. I think too, you can get the mouth barrier. It's like a mouth barrier if you have to give mouth to mouth. They don't really teach us that no more in training. They just say to just give them CPR, you know, call medical assistance, give CPR. I always keep latex gloves on me, plenty latex gloves. When my pouch starts to get low, I re-up. You know, they keep plenty. They pass out latex gloves to all the units, so there's like plenty boxes of latex gloves. It was plenty. It was a ton of all that PPE equipment right around COVID. They had like the gloves, the gowns, the shoe covers. Right when COVID was rampant, they kind of scaled back, but they always keep gloves anywhere. If you can't find no gloves, call your supervisor, the lieutenant. They should be able to find you gloves because that's essential working in the prison setting. Let me see. What's the next thing? If an inmate complains of chest pain, any kind of medical issue, always call medical. Don't try to determine if he's faking or not, man. Leave that up to medical. That's what they went to school for. That's what they got hired to do the job for, man. Anytime an inmate come in my office saying he having chest pains, any kind of medical issue, I don't take no chances, man. I go ahead and call medical. You know, I let them deal with it. If they not trying to deal with it, they say, oh, he came earlier today, man. He's faking. I make sure I document that just in case, man, because you never know. It can go from 0 to 100 just like that. I've had inmates fall out on me. Had an inmate a few months ago, man. He fell out in the shower, had 2 heart attacks in the shower. I had to personally run over there, give him CPR till medical came. You know, I ended up saving his life too, man. If I hadn't started CPR, he would have died. He had 2 massive heart attacks in the shower. By the time I finally got relieved and was leaving, the ambulance, he was still in the parking lot with the ambulance. They were still working on him. But he seen me like 3 weeks later when I was working at unit again. He thanked me for saving his life. So anytime an inmate complains of any kind of medical issue, always get on the radio or get a phone 20. You know, when I say phone 20, I mean to get medical's phone extension via the radio. You call them medical. You got a phone 20. They tell you what their extension is. Call them. Let them know what's going on, man. That way, just in case an inmate falls out, man, and you didn't report it and he told you, man, you're not liable. You know, what we got next? Always show respect and talk to the inmates like they're human. You got to show respect to get respect, man. I know they got locked up. You know, the judge sentenced them. That's where they're supposed to be. But you don't have to talk to the inmates like you they master, they your slave, stuff like that, man. Have some decency. I try to talk to everybody with respect, man. Respect can take you a long way in this career. You know, you don't know what these inmates are going through. Sometimes you may be working different units. You know, like I said, there's a lot of overtime. So you may get mandated. You may have to work a unit that you're not familiar with the inmates. You know, in case you go in there, you Billy Badass, you throwing the inmate shit around, talking all kind of jive to him. Next thing you know, you get the wrong one. He had a bad day, man. He find out his family member that died on the street, man. They not letting him go to the funeral, man. He may have 25, 30, 50 years sentence, 100. He don't got nothing to lose, man. You talking jive to him, disrespectful, man. You just may get more than you asked for. That's why I always try to treat everybody with respect. And this goes outside of work. This is just life in general. Always treat people with respect. Treat people how you want to be treated, you know. That's the major key in prison, man. Respect will take you a long way working in a prison. What else we got? Don't take it personal. Don't take shit personal working inside, man. You know, you may have inmate cuss you out, call you out your name. You could possibly get assaulted. You could possibly, get bodily fluids thrown on you, man. Shit like that. Inmate, like I said, inmate may be calling you all kind of names in the book. Every dirty, hairy name that you heard of. You can't take it personal, man. You know, you got to understand who we're dealing with. Sometimes these inmates, man, they might not be in their right mind. They may be high off of drugs. There's a lot of mental health inmates, man. They shot out all the way. They in a whole nother dimension, man. They don't know where they at, man. They just may be talking gibberish, stuff like that. I've been called all kind of names, all kind of, N-words, stuff, that would make anybody feel bad. But at the end of the day, you got to have tough skin to work this job. To be a correctional officer, you have to have tough skin. It just is what it is, man. You know, the inmate may come back the next day and apologize for it to you. You know, I've had that happen. Man, inmate cussed me out. We have some words. We going back and forth, shit like that. Shit escalate, get serious. You know, it finally died down. And he coming back a day or two. You know what, Officer Smoot, man, I want to apologize for my actions, man. I didn't mean to do that. I was just going through some stuff, man, you know. And I'm understanding, man. I know they're going through a lot. in prison. They got a lot on their mind. They trying to fight their sentence possibly. They got a long sentence, man. Maybe just got handed 30 years, you know. And I understand it's day by day, you know. It just is what it is, man. I had a tough skin, you know. They can say what they want to me. I'm not going to let them get me out of character or push my gears. You know what I'm saying? What else? Last one. And I'm going to let y'all go. When your shift is over, you get relieved. Leave work at work. Don't take the shit home with you, man. Don't do that, man. That's how you get stressed out. That's how you get burnt out in this career, man. You have to learn how to separate your work life from your personal life. You know, when I'm outside of work, man, I'm around people, you know, co-workers or something, man. If I do happen to get up, I don't want to be talking about work, you know, shit like that. Only time I want to be talking about work outside of work, honestly, is when I'm making these videos. Outside of that, I don't be thinking about the prison. When I'm out here in the free world, it's the last thing on my mind. It's a million other things I could be thinking of besides work, man. Some of my coworkers, it's like that's all they talk about is work. Outside of work, they talking about something that happened at work. It's like they let the prison live rent-free in their head. It's like they're incarcerated at the prison 24 hours. You might as well be locked up. Let that shit go sometimes. You have to learn how to detach yourself. You know, it's going to be okay. The prison is still going to be there. It's not going to be there. It's not going to burn down, you know, if you're not there, man. So you got to learn to let that shit go, and you got to live your life. You got a life outside of the prison, you know. Don't let the prison become your identity. You know what I'm saying? I try to separate this shit, man. People know that I work in corrections because I make these videos and whatnot. And I be making videos like me getting ready for work, dropping some motivational, encouraging, inspirational words. But outside of that, man, I don't like to talk about my job like that, man, you know. Stuff like that, man. Unless I'm trying to help somebody as far as getting on, getting hired, or whatnot. Other than that, man, it's so many other things I could be focused on. You know, I'd rather call my mom or go to the gym, travel, stuff like that. You have to identify what it is you want out of life, what you like out of life, and you have to focus on that outside of work. Don't take the job home. You have a bad day at work, man. Try to shut the shit down before you walk out the sally port and you go home, man. Don't bring the shit home, cussing out the wife and the kids. You in a pissed off mood because you had words with an inmate, or you might have got assaulted by an inmate, but you're okay. You all right, man. Don't go home kicking the dog, cussing everybody out like shit like that, tapping the bottle, man. Some people, man, they think there's a message in the bottle. They get home. I got some coworkers like that, man. It's like they drink every day, man. It's like it's going out of style, man. You don't want to develop them type of habits, man. Getting into drinking, heavily drinking, man, shit like that. Let the job stress you out. Don't let this shit stress you out. At the end of the day, that's the inmate's job, man. They're gonna try to stress you out, stuff like that. Don't let your coworkers stress you out, man. You know, it's a lot of pettiness working in the prison. Shit, like it's like high school all over, man, you know, but that's any job. You know, you're going to have petty people, you know, you're going to have disagreements. You just motherfucking push it under the bridge and keep moving, man. Keep moving. Do you, focus on you, do the best job that you can every day, do your hours and go home and you'll be okay, baby. Y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale on my website. Shop with me, www.theghettobodybuilder.com. Every t-shirt, hoodie you see on my website, I personally created, came up with the designs, the logos, the caption, the quote, all of that. I did personally myself. Anytime you buy some merch from me, you're personally supporting my creativity, you know, bringing my visions and thoughts to life, man. Putting my, man, whatever going through my head onto a shirt or a hoodie, man. But yeah, those are just some quick success tips, man. You know, to help out my new correctional officers, man, to be trainees, protege, whatever you want to call it, rookies, whatever you want to call it, man. Y'all got any questions, comments? Y'all got any ideas or, you know, future videos that I could possibly make? You want to see me make? Drop a comment in the comment and I'll get back to you, man, as soon as I can, man. I'm finna head into work. Y'all take it easy. Let's get motivated.